Good afternoon. Vice President Sara Duterte is again a no-show at the National Bureau of Investigation, which is probing her threat to have President Bongbong Marcos and his family assassinated if she too gets killed. Citing a letter sent through Duterte's lawyer, NBI Director Jaime Santiago says the Vice President denies threatening Marcos, First Lady Liza Araneta Marcos, and House Speaker Martin Romualdez. According to Santiago, there was no counter-affidavit and the letter was not under oath. The NBI chief adds that the agency will proceed with the investigation based on what they have. Duterte earlier said her lawyers advised her that her presence was not needed at the NBI. The Vice President also said that she won't be able to go due to her office's Thanksgiving activities, as well as a wake she has to attend in Davao City. Duterte was earlier issued a subpoena to appear at the NBI on November 29, but she asked the Bureau to reschedule as she was planning to attend the House hearing on that date. The House committee then postponed its inquiry to allow Duterte to comply with the NBI subpoena, but Duterte said she was informed too late about the schedule change. The NBI subpoena stems from Duterte's pronouncement in an online press conference on November 23 that she already tasked someone with killing the President, the First Lady, and the Speaker should she herself be killed. The Sandigan Bayan junks 2 of the 8 ill-gotten wealth cases against late President Ferdinand Marcos Sr., his wife Imelda, and the late tycoon Eduardo Cuanco Jr. In its 33-page resolution promulgated on December 6, the Sandigan Bayan says that the government's motion and manifestation must be granted as it has the effect and import of a motion to withdraw under Section 2, Rule 17 of the Rules of the Court. One of the civil cases was filed by the Office of the Solicitor General in March 1995 in connection with the alleged anomalous purchase and use of the First United Bank, the predecessor of the United Coconut Planters Bank. Meanwhile, the other civil case mentioned in the resolution was filed in May 1995 over the supposed unlawful use of Coco Levy funds to buy San Miguel Corporation shares. In dismissing the civil cases, the Anti-Graft Court's Second Division cites the motion of the Presidential Commission on Good Government to waive its claim for civil damages that it earlier sought. The court refers to the government's manifestation and motion as well as the PCGG resolution dated July 15, 2024, which states that the commission will no longer pursue its claim for damages as the government already recovered majority of the property subject of the said cases. The PCGG is the agency created in 1986 to go after the ill-gotten assets of the late dictator, his immediate family, relatives, and cronies. The 2 junk cases are among the legal remedies it sought for the recovery of Marcos's assets. The number of Philippine offshore gaming operators that are still operating in the country has gone down to 17 according to POGCOR. At a forum organized by the Strat-based ADR Institute on Tuesday, December 10, POGCOR Chair and CEO Alejandro Tenco says that even before he assumed office last August, hundreds of the Pogo licenses had been put on probationary status for being involved in scams. According to Tenco, the remaining Pogos will have their licenses cancelled, being shut down by the end of the year. Tenco says that by January 1, 2025, firms that will continue to operate will be considered illegal. From a peak of 298 licensed Pogo in 2019, the PAGCOR chief says the number had significantly decreased to 48 in early 2024. For Tenco, the country's Pogo problem is not just a threat to the economy but also a threat to national security. At his State of the Nation address in July, President Bongbong Marcos ordered gaming regulators to shut down Pogos, which had flourished during the term of his predecessor Rodrigo Duterte. The presidential order was the final nail in the coffin for Pogos after the pandemic and tighter tax rules forced many to relocate at the height of the lockdowns. The move heeded loud calls from various sectors to ban the industry that had been linked to various crimes like money laundering and human trafficking. And these are the stories you need to know today. I'm Faith Argusino. Follow INQUIRER.net on Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Reddit. For more stories, visit INQUIRER.net.